Feel like you're stuck in the 90s? Not those 90s, these ones. Maybe you didn't even live through them, but you find yourself shopping for Nirvana shirts and have too much denim in your wardrobe. What's that? What were the 90s exactly? It was a time when clothes looked bad, music was not supposed to get popular, and the losers found themselves at the cool kids table. Even in the movies, losers became the heroes.
Let me put it this way. I have an extensive collection of name tags and hairnets.
But why are you stuck there? Why are so many TV shows and movies just reboots of that decade? And what does that say about you? First, let's take a look at Bill Clinton.
I believe that together we can make America great again.
He came out of nowhere, especially if you consider Arkansas nowhere. He liked whitewater rafting and girls. Also, he was a trained musician at the Berklee School of Music. He wanted to be president, running against 12 years of Republican rule. Under normal circumstances, there wouldn't be a chance. But the 90s, remember, are all about the loser.
Well, that's your characterization, not mine.
So, he took office. Clinton represented the hope and promise of the early 90s. Everything seemed like it was getting better. But then there were scandals. Some folks impeached him.
These allegations are false.
And everybody was like, we never liked that guy. His vice president ran for office and lost, and then just had to make movies about dentistry. What did this do to you? Like any broken promise, you're left standing around, still waiting for your payoff. Next, let's look at Nirvana. Hailing from South Asia, the band spread their gospel through song, even giving up education in order to deliver their message.
We never graduated from high school, man.
I didn't even graduate from high school.
What was their message? No desire. Now, this was not a band destined for popularity, but the 90s.
I have an extensive collection of name tags and hairnets.
A quick word about the decade. At this time, you were allowed to try great things just as long as you didn't succeed.
I don't want to sell anything, buy anything, or process anything as a career.
And Nirvana made a deal with the deodorant company, which caused an uproar. This, however, didn't lead to their downfall. In fact, by 1994, Nirvana only increased in popularity. But then the singer killed himself, freezing him in time, and never letting us grow out of that phase. This is what psychologists refer to as grief mythology, the development of arrested states of reality to cope with loss. But here it is occurring on the level of society, and Kurt Cobain was hardly the only figure like this in the 90s. But the biggest reason you may feel like you're stuck in the 90s is the internet.
Can you explain what internet is?
Internet was born on January 1st, 1983, making it a Capricorn. In China, it's considered a dog, but it didn't mature until the 90s. Internet gave everybody a voice instead of just a few companies. Perfect for the 90s.
I don't want to sell anything, buy anything, or process anything as a career.
It was kind of like all the changes that came with the printing press.
I got 95 theses, but the Pope ain't one. Say me.
Soon there was this guy, Jeff Bezos, the Martin Luther of his time. Like the real Martin Luther, he had a doctorate in religion and did a lot of walking, and he liked books. He liked them so much that he went public and became super rich. Eventually, the internet sold out too. All the message boards and community of the 90s soon turned into corporations and money.
Well, that's your characterization, not mine.
It almost seems like there's a theme to this decade, that everything started out with hope and ended in failure. So why are you stuck? When internet gave voice to all those people, a strange thing happened. All of a sudden, no one voice could get loud enough to start another revolution. No more Nirvana, no more new movie ideas. Look at Jurassic Park. There was a cool one in 1993. And now we just get the same thing, but with snow. Culture just became kind of frozen. In the case of dinosaurs, quite literally. And that's pretty much what happened in the 90s and why you're stuck there.